This is Bristol Athletic TV News. Their headlines this week.
2 wins in 2 games for the Prem team keep them top of the table.
And the Social Boys failed to take any points in their last 2 games.
The Saturday Boys take all 3 points against Totterdown, but has someone walked out on the club?
No comment at this stage.
And the Bristol Athletic Vets topple the once mighty Mangoes in the Over 35s League.
All this and more coming up.
This is BAFC TV News. I'm Pat Hart.
And I'm Jesse. The Prem team stay top of the league after beating Banjo Rovers 4-2 and GE Sports 9-0 in their last 2 games. The free-scoring Jaguars have now hit an impressive 31 goals in 7 games and have only conceded 5, meaning that they also have the best goal difference in our division.
They were a bit of a dirty team, but we let the football do the talking and it paid up.
We just played well. It wasn't really about the goals, it's about winning the match. They tried taking our legs out and stuff. We just showed our football and just won the game. We had passion, heart, and our team is just together like a family.
And the Social team failed again to take any points from the last 2 games, with away losses against Stoke Lane and Portishead Rangers. Under fire, Social manager Lee Ranking needs to turn things around if he hopes to avoid finishing in the bottom 3 this season. Rumours have been circulating that former Little C legend Dan Waring may be waiting in the wings to take over, whilst Ladbrokes make Omar 6-2 favourite.
Things picked up this week for the Saturday Boys with a great 2-1 victory away against Totterdown. Carl Hart's team lost 5-1 in the last outing, but played some superb football to regain their winning ways this week.
It was just very important to get 3 points, having lost 5-1 in a previous game. We haven't got a game next Saturday, so with that length of time we wanted to definitely go back out on a win and gain some ground on the top teams. You know, we're just going to take it one game at a time now. We've spoken about setting our sights too high and maybe getting a bit complacent because of that, so we're just going to take it one game at a time and then see where we are come May.
My nephew Carl Hart speaking there. The mighty Mangoes, not anymore. Our Vets team won a close encounter against Mangotsfield in the Over 35s League yesterday, despite the absence of former Bristol Rovers legend Carl Saunders and playmaker Joe Merton. In a volatile game, gaffer Pat Hart, that's me, had to step in to prevent Ricky Newton being badly beaten up by an enormous Mangotsfield player. BAFC recorded a 2-1 victory, which leaves their undefeated status intact for another week. Despite the Mangoes fielding Ricky Hatton, they didn't quite have enough in their team to defeat our Vets.
Details of this year's BAFC Xmas party have been released, with all players and their guests needing to wear pyjamas to get in. The event, which is to be held at Papa's Lounge underneath La Grotta, will take place on Thursday the 18th of November 2008, that's this year, Christmas. Tickets are just £2.50 and there'll be the normal 30-minute free bar served by our managers.
Team gossip now. It's been revealed that a bizarre love triangle has led to the walkout of Matthew Hairy Arms Frayne, also known as Franey, from the Saturday side. It's believed that Meza, Preza, Jezza, Keza, Bungle and Zippy may all be involved. Onto the Social side now, and news of a bust-up between Matt Gardner and Midas have been revealed. Our information is that Midas was caught in a compromising position with Mr. Gardner's love interest, Nigella. And finally, who is really going out with Harriet? Nobody knows, as both the Bryan brothers have been seen out with her recently. Even their dad, Denroy, has also been on the scene. He's known as Big D, and he's been seen cavorting with the busty blonde.
Our next story is one of sorrow. So if you're the sort of person who can't handle bad news, please turn away now. Here's Paul Wakefield to report.
I know it's hard to believe, but the pinnacle of Sunday football, Little CFC, have lost their undefeated record. I know it's hard to accept, but yesterday they suffered a battering at the hands of Inter FC. Our club, BAFC, have always looked up to Little C as something to aspire to, so we are unsure about how this might affect our club. This week's fixtures will be played, but an emergency committee meeting of BAFC board members will take place early next week to discuss if we should fold the club. There will be a minute's silence before this week's training, and Social team coach Dan Waring will give a speech about the days when Little C were the best amateur football club in the world. If you have been affected by this story, please call the RSPCA on 0800 100 100.
on what may be the last ever BAFC TV news, please remember that although we must realise we will never be as good as Little C, BAFC still has a place in local football. Maybe we'll see you next week.